This is my 2-year update on my explant. So I've had some questions from people. Mostly they want to see the scars, which I will be revealing today. My scars they're absolutely beautiful, amazing, perfect. I healed really well. I think that the healing has so much to do, yes, definitely with the care that I put into it, but the surgeon. Danielle Demestre, I absolutely love her. Everything from how she treats you to her actual work, it's perfect. So let's get into it. The first few things I want to explain were how I felt with my implants. My body rejected my implants right away. While I was still under anesthesia, I remember waking up and the nurse telling me that they had to go back in to fix something. And what that something was never explained to me. Okay, well, my doctor's calling me, so let's just give this a hold. And we're back. So the reason I talk so highly of Danielle, I call her Danielle like we're besties, but Dr. Demestre, because I can't stand doctors. My whole existence of a human, I've been trying to find out what is wrong with me in the easiest sense of words. And because doctors only work from the test standpoint, they don't really care about people. They just, whatever the test says, that's what's wrong. And anything else, you're either a liar or you're retarded. I don't know what they think. Oh boy. Okay, let's go back and talk about this explant, shall we? So yes, my body rejected the implants immediately. They had to readjust the implant right after he had just cut me open. I had to get recut open. So basically, I had like a capsular contraction right away, and that was the problem in my left breast, which is why the implant was way up here and just literally going into my armpit. So then it just continued to be that way from the actual moment I got them. A friend of mine who referred me to this doctor had way better treatment. She had the proper wrap. I was given an ACE bandage, which after having this explant, I realized that's not the proper attire. You're supposed to actually have like a fitted tight bra and even something for your waist if needed. So anyways, whatever. She had great treatment. I believe it's all a money thing. You know, mine was all in cash and just the bare minimum of what I could afford. So I paid for the anesthesia, obviously, the breast lift, as well as implants under the muscle. So I paid for all of that in cash, but because it was like the bare minimum to a surgeon, I'm sure, the treatment was horrendous. So because of that, I think that is also why the healing didn't go as well. So I would send her pictures and be like, did you look like this? Do you think this is normal? Like my boob had already started contracting to where the skin below was sagging after like the first couple weeks. That's not normal. So obviously she was just like, no, that looks crazy. Like, no. Anyways, yeah, so I was not happy ever with them. As soon as I saw them, they didn't look good. I just felt deformed from the second I got them. At that point, I would have literally rather had my skin bags back and my money as well. Also, just dealing with that pain and everything, it's the recovery, just going through all that for your body is torture. So it's just crazy. Yeah. So then after my explant, when I woke up, I was immediately happy. I might have been extremely pale and drowsy because I don't do well with anesthesia, but how I felt, just so happy, felt immediately better, felt right in my decision, just the complete opposite of how I felt after the implants. I liked how I looked even completely better. My body and mind was responding better. I wrote it on my phone a little bit, so that's why I keep looking off to the side. What else? Oh, yes. So what's weird is that, so I was always an overeater, which now I understand is a symptom of CPTSD. So always overate, always was the heaviest from elementary, middle school, high school. Yes, I would get bullied for it. So it wasn't like it was like, oh, you're just a little overweight, oh, you're just thick, or whatever that new cool thing is now. Nothing was cool about being the fat kid, okay, when I grew up. So because of that, I would be dieting all the time, starting at 12 years old, dieting and exercising like crazy, not good for you. Like moderation, everything in moderation. But of course, you do the extremes because you're young, you don't know, no one's giving you any guidance. So for those things. So my point in saying that is because I was always dieting, exercising, and when I would go through phases of having, ups and downs. Like sometimes I'd look decent and then you just go back to being chunky, and then you go back and like the roller coaster that they say. But as soon as I got my implants, I just gained a bunch of weight back. I could not get it off. No matter how much I would diet or exercise, it would not come off. And this is the smallest I've ever been. This all happened after I got my explant. The weight literally just melted off of me. My body felt better. I could just do everything better and with ease. What else did I put in? Yeah. So that the point of me saying that I lost weight and also kept it off, that's a very important thing for people who diet and exercise. They understand. The keeping it off is the hardest part. I haven't been maintaining this like I know you should be. Being healthy is the most important. It's not necessarily about what you look like. It's the being healthy part. But I haven't been doing anything, okay? Having a baby and COVID and the explant literally back to back to back. I'm tired and I'm just trying to work. That's all I'm trying to do. So not focusing on my health at all. However, now that I have a proper diagnosis and I'm going to be getting proper trauma therapy for this, I will have the energy and the focus to start working on my body again. I recently hurt my foot at work, and so I'll just use that for another excuse not to exercise. No, why did I want to say that? Oh, because I've definitely gained about 5 pounds when I was off work for a week, because literally I go right back into my crazy phase of, oh, you're not doing anything, you're useless. Just sit there and eat your feelings, eat. It's crazy. So I'm actually even bigger right now than what I'm used to, and that's crazy to say that I'm big. I don't think I'm big. Well, the dysmorphia in the brain is there. So do I still see that 200 and some pounder? I sure do. But I know that I look good. Like, I gotta say that to myself. You look good. Is your skin loose? Yeah. But you know what? You had a baby. You lost a bunch of weight. You had an explant. Let's just focus on that. Let's just focus on getting healthy. Let's focus on this mind getting healthy. And then you can worry about, your loose skin and your no butt. But God, do I have the nicest arms, though. I will say, no matter what happens, these arms, boy. So when I work them out, all right. Anyways, what else did I want to say? So yes, if I would have known now if I would have known about fat transfer before I got my implants, that is what I would have done. That is what I should have done. I had less than 5 pounds removed from my abdomen and whatever you call your saddlebags. I don't know what they're called. Saddlebags. So thighs, outer thigh, I guess. I had less than 5 pounds removed from those two areas and put in my breasts. And the doctor had informed me, like, yes, you can still get this, but I just want to let you know half or less than half actually stays. So now that they've settled after 2 years, they're a lot smaller than they were, obviously, after the swelling, but after even the fat settling, which I'm fine with. Don't care about having big titties anymore. Didn't care then because I was used to having big boobs from just my biology and my overeating. But when I had lost a big chunk of weight, then I was left with bags of skin. So that is why I got my implants. Terrible decision. Know that now. So yeah, I did have to get 2 breast lifts. Got one with my implant and got one with my explant. Either way, I'd rather have a healthy body without pain than implants. Cool. I guess it's scar reveal time. Bow, bow, bow. All right, so, I mean, they're almost non-existent. Look at these babies. Not my boobs, the scars. They are beautiful. You can barely see them. I mean, just so nice. Just so nice. I mean, I don't even have to lift up my boobs for you to see the bottom, but we don't need to be getting nip action in there. If you want to see some nipples, go in your mirror and check out your own. So proper incision massage care, which I do have a video about that. I didn't use too much scarlet gel for too long, but I'm sure it helped. I do lotion all the time, so that probably helped, but I think also biology just helps the way people scar, which I'm surprised mine scarred this well. And again, surgeon. This beautiful woman has the hands of an angel. So she really did the damn thing. What else did I want to say? Oh yes, I did have another video about the dog ear. So that's when after you get whatever your explant, I don't know if it's only an explant, it could be another things, but this is how I'm relating to it. So after the explant, the scar on this side was kind of like this, as opposed to how this one is just flat, just goes right along, just like a happy little smiley. And then this one was more like sticking out like that. So I also have a video about that and getting it done and everything. You literally see the whole procedure, and my wonderful, amazing doctor is the one doing it. She just took whatever that extra skin and fat was that was protruding and cuts that right out. We show it in that video, and sewed it back up. So now it's like a perfect just smooth, smiley. That's what it reminds me of, so that's why I call it along the incision. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, just perfect and smooth along the bod. So yeah. If there's any more questions, I'm happy to answer them. But this was my 2-year update on the explant. Thanks, guys.